In 1704, a Scottish sailor named Alexander Selkirk was abandoned on a remote island in the Pacific Ocean and somehow survived. This is his story. He had been sailing with a privateering ship off the coast of South America. He had become convinced that the ship itself was falling apart, leaking badly, the wood was rotting, and he believed everyone on board would eventually die at sea. During a stop at an isolated island off the coast of Chile, Selkirk had an argument with the captain and he had demanded to be left ashore. At first, Selkirk thought maybe the captain might have changed his mind, but instead he saw the opposite, the ship sailing off into the distance. Once it disappeared over the horizon, Selkirk realized he was alone. At that moment, Selkirk realized he was stranded on an uninhabited island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, with no way home, not a clue in the world about whether another ship was going to be coming past at any time at all. The only things that were left with him were a hatchet, a musket, a knife, a few other items, and a Bible. The first few months were said to be brutal. Selkirk struggled to find food and fresh water supplies. He was also terrified of strange noises echoing through the island at night. He even said that huge rats would crawl over him at night, which then forced him to tame wild cats to keep them away. But slowly over time, Selkirk managed to adapt to the island. He hunted wild goats for meat. He eventually managed to build shelters from trees. Over time, he became incredibly strong and agile, reportedly becoming so fast that he could even chase goats down across rocky hills on foot. He noted that the hardest part wasn't the hunger or the danger, it was the loneliness. For more than 4 years, Selkirk never spoke to another human being. The only sounds around him were the wind, the waves, his own voice, and the strange noises of the island at night. Then in 1709, after 4 years and 4 months on this island alone, Selkirk spotted a ship on the horizon. It was said that when the rescue crew found him, they approached a wild man dressed in animal skins who could barely speak a word of his own language. But the most unbelievable part of the story was yet to come. The ship itself that Selkirk originally wanted to hop off of for fear of sinking actually did sink, not long after abandoning him. And most of the crew on it did die, just like he predicted. Which means the decision that Selkirk took to strand himself on an island alone for 4 years saved his life. And years later, Selkirk's story would inspire one of the most famous adventure novels ever written. That was called Robinson Crusoe. And if you haven't read it, or maybe if you have, or you've heard of this story before, leave your comments down below. This is an unbelievable one, and as always, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next. Cheers.